Google Sheets allows anybody to create stunning AI-generated dashboards, but the issue with these is they are not dynamic. A way to overcome this is by making the dashboard dynamic by connecting it to live BigQuery data sources through connected sheets. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create reusable AI dashboards with AI commentary connected to live BigQuery data through connected sheets. Let's head over to BigQuery to get started. I'm going to use the look dataset from BigQuery public data for this example because it's a group of interconnected dataset. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull a user list. So I'm just going to show you that. That's in one of the datasets and we're going to use that as a dropdown. And then this is the query. We're looking at orders, product categories, countries, orders, revenue, and gross profit. And we get that by joining a bunch of the tables together. We've got a where clause that the order is not cancelled or returned, and we have a country equals Brazil just in this base query, but we're going to be using this as a parameter later in the dashboard, and we're taking the last 3 months before the current month, and this will keep the data current so we can just keep refreshing. And this is what the data looks like, and I'm going to bring that now into a Google Sheet. So first thing I'm going to do is data connectors, connect to BigQuery, and here I'm going to take my country list. To do that, I'm going to click the query editor. There's a bunch of options in here, and we're going to be using parameters later, but for this one I'm just going to paste a base query, which is just select a distinct country from the look users dataset. So when I select that, I have a connected sheet into that dataset with a list of countries. So if these change, I can refresh them within the sheet. I'm going to extract this out to a new sheet, and this is going to serve as the dropdown for my countries. To create that dropdown, I'm just going into a new sheet. Going to name this country, give it a label, and beside the label what I'm going to do is select data validation. I'm going to add a rule, and in that rule I can select drop down from a range, and then this will pick up the range of my data that I've extracted. So from the extract list 1, which is the country list, I'm just going to choose the column all the way down and select a few more fields just in case when we refresh this later on this brings in more countries. So now I've got a country selector, and I'm going to use this as the parameter in my larger query. So we're going to start off with Brazil, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do another query. So we're going to go back down to data connectors, connect to BigQuery, open up the query editor again. I'm going to paste in here my bigger query that we went through earlier on. So what I'm going to do now is add a parameter. I'm going to name that parameter country. So this will be a parameter in my data set. And then for the range of that, I'm going to select my drop down. So whatever is in the drop down here is then going to be in my SQL query, and this can now make my where clause dynamic. So I'm taking the country here and replacing the string of Brazil with whatever's in that drop down. And just a quick preview result shows me that the only data been brought in there is the Brazilian data. So I'm going to connect to that, and that data is now connected in a connected sheet. So I have all the data for Brazil in there. I can change this parameter to China. I can then go down and refresh this query, and now the data is coming in for China. I'm going to extract this again out to its own sheet, and I'm going to create that there and apply, and this will extract all that data to a sheet, and I'm going to use this for my dashboard. I'm just going to call this flat data. I now have the data part of this project done. It's dynamic, it can be refreshed, and it's always going to take in the last 3 months before the current month. So now it's on to the AI part here. And this is my prompt to build the dashboard. I'm asking it to use the flat data, and I'm giving it design instructions and content instructions. So I want this to look like a Zara lookbook. I suggest you go back and forth with Gemini on the design part, ask it what you want it to look like, and then let it give you the result. And then I've put in what I want in the content itself. So I want the last 3 months as a title, I want 4 scorecards, and then I want 3 charts: revenue by month, revenue by product category, and gross margin percentage by category. I want the numbers formatted in a different way, and I'm going to paste this directly into Gemini. Choose build in Gemini, and then this will present sent back a plan of how it is going to set up and structure the dashboard, what it's going to do for the data engine. So everything has to be in pivot tables from the data and out on a different sheet, and build creates that itself. And then how it's going to design the dashboard headers and scorecards. So this looks good, so I'm going to approve it. And now Gemini will go and build that dashboard. So over time, I've sped this up a little bit, it'll start by building the calculation data. And how it's doing this is it's doing some query statements from that flat data. It's getting all the data it needs to build the scorecards here, and then it's going through getting the revenue month on month. It's then getting the data for the charts with, again, query functions in here. So that's the category, and then the category gross margin, and then it is building out the dashboard. So this is the dashboard it's built. It's followed my design instructions. It's got the scorecards in here, and it's got the graphs. And now we're going to build out some AI commentary, which is also dynamic. To do that, we're going to use the AI function. With this, we can look at the data, and I'm going to ask this to state in 2 sentences which of the 3 months had the highest revenue and which product category grew the most over the period. And then I'm just going to provide a reference of that flat data to look at. So now this generates a commentary, and it comes out with the month of the highest revenue was July, and the outwear and coats category grew the most. Next, I'm asking for 3 interesting data points: a spike, a drop, or a margin that significantly moved the data. Going to paste that in, and it is going to flag outwear and coats, jumpsuits and rompers, and blazers and jackets as my 3 interesting data points. The AI function is particularly good over small data sets, and we have quite a small data set here. It's only 100 rows, but if you've got large data set, do this on a pivot table rather than doing it on a flat data, because there could be mistakes. I'm just doing the last touch-ups to this dashboard, so just making the charts look a tiny bit better, and then giving it some space here. And the reason we built this is it's dynamic. So I've changed this to Australia, changed the data, and now I have data completely changed for Australia in the dashboard. Then we can just go down to the AI function and press generate and fill, and this will generate based on the new data. Building dynamic dashboards with AI is not all about AI and using the AI functions and AI generation for the design. It's also about building the smart SQL query and functionality within the sheet that you can pull data and you can alter the data and then let the AI do its work. But as you've seen, very easy to create. This took about 10 minutes, and this is dynamic and reusable. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon for another Sheets AI tutorial.